What's up, people? Yankee Gooner, what's the deal? The deal is we drew last night 2-2 against Crystal Palace. I don't even know where to start with this game. There were just so many freaking talking points. It was just a totally nutty game on so many levels with VAR and the Xhaka incident. Being up 2 goals to nothing in the first few minutes and screwing that up completely in beautiful Arsenal fashion. Extremely disappointing. Where to start? I guess let's start with the performance. The performance was, how do you say, not good at all. Again, we struggled to create chances. We scored 2 goals on set pieces, which is not really like us at all. Even though, our last 4 goals in our last 2 games have all been set pieces, but that's not typical of Arsenal at all. We're known for our free-flowing football where we create tons of chances and put away beautiful goals. And for the past year or so under Unai Emery, and also going back into the last days of Arsene Wenger, that just has not been our style. I don't even know what our style is, honestly. We play slow football, sideways passing, backwards passing, and we're just completely out of ideas when we're trying to create. Again, we do have one of the best number 10s to ever play the game, who creates, it's got to be one of the top Arsenal creators of all time in terms of chances created, in Mesut Ozil, and he's officially been completely frozen out of the team. Let's just say it how it is. He's not making the bench anymore. 2 weeks ago, we were told that he's doing really well in training, and he's doing good, and again, he doesn't even make the team sheet. So Emery's put a fork, or I should say a nail in that coffin, and it looks like Mesut Ozil is officially frozen out, not coming back. I personally don't understand it at all, especially when we're really struggling to create chances, and you have someone like Ozil who can come in and be the difference maker, and has been the difference maker so many times, and he's not even getting a chance anymore. So really disappointed there. The performance was terrible. Once again, we let them back in the game. We'd be having a very different conversation right now, and the feeling would be much better, obviously, if VAR did its job yesterday and actually allowed the Socrates second goal, which made it 3-2. In my view, I cannot see for the life of me where the hell there was a foul on Callum Chambers. If anything, it looked like he was fouled. Just really, really poor decision. Extremely frustrating from VAR. And I'll be the first one to admit that, when VAR makes a good call, and, it is what it is on the replay, even if it goes against Arsenal, it is what it is, and you have to, accept it. But when you have so much time to review a play, and you make the wrong call, that's just infuriating. It really should have ended 3-2, and we'd have a very different conversation today. But what are you going to do? We totally got screwed last night. We're going to have to take that one on the chin. The last thing I guess that's definitely worth talking about is the Xhaka incident. I'm going to be very clear in my opinion here. The fans were absolutely disgraceful in booing off their own player last night. It does absolutely no good to anyone to try to bury your own player like that. What you do after the game, when you're talking amongst your friends or other fans, or at the pub or online or whatever, you have your opinion, you can share it, and you're even encouraged to do so, of course. But when we are struggling, looking to lift the team, unite everyone together under the common goal of playing together and trying to grind out a result when we need one, it's completely counterintuitive to boo your own player as they come off. That being said, Xhaka's reaction was completely unprofessional and stupid, really. The professional football player who's getting booed really, it should be like water on duck feathers. It should just come right off. Be a professional, jog off, and let's get on with the game. But he walked off. He shouldn't have walked off. He got shtick for it. I think it's not just for the performance on the day, because he didn't really have that terrible of a performance. Like most of his performances, he was a non-factor. He doesn't do anything. He doesn't add to the team. He doesn't take away from the team. It's really like, I don't know. I still can't figure out what Granit Xhaka really does for us. But with all that being said, he shouldn't have reacted the way that he did and telling the fans to fuck off. He threw the armband off, and he almost threw his shirt on the floor, which is just totally disrespectful. I know that he got disrespected and there shouldn't have been jeers the way that they were, but be a professional, jog off when your team is where it's 2-2 and we're trying to go for the win, and you're struggling against the clock to score. You should be running off, and he didn't, and he kind of paid the price for that. But again, I think the shtick that he was getting yesterday was brewing for a long time now. We've all been really frustrated with how he's playing, but you're not going to get anything good out of booing your own player. It makes zero sense, and again, I think it was completely disgraceful. So that's the situation now. I hope. I don't know where we go from here. I'm starting to really think that Unai is not the man who is going to be, who should be taking us forward. I think if you saw the statistics, Wenger's had a better record than him in his last 40 games than Unai's first 40 games or so. This is not what's going to take us to the next level at all. I think we need a big name manager to come in and shake things up. I think we do have the talent to at least make the top 4 this year with the right management and leadership. I still think Unai can get 4th place. It's going to be very difficult. And I also think that just as easily we can be left out of the top 4. So that's where we're at right now. Hopefully we can turn things around in our next game. But I think our next game against Liverpool, and based on how we're playing, we're going to get absolutely smacked up at Anfield, and that should come to no surprise. But hey, it's football. You never know what's going to happen. So fingers crossed we have, we come back with a good response. But it's I don't have a lot of confidence in the way that we're playing, and I'm really doubting we're going to get anything out of the next game against Poole, but that is what it is. So anyway, thanks for watching the channel. If you haven't already, hit subscribe. Yankee Gooner here. Thank you so much for watching. We'll be in touch.